With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Brooklyn. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to his receiver. And right away, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Getting this inside the 25.
28 yards. That's good for a Brooklyn.
Jackson will throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Rashad.
Second and 10.
Incomplete. Makes it second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Jackson now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
That is caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Brooklyn, first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first down.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Black Knights get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jaylen Warren with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Black Knights offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Up past the 30, second down coming up. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up third and
here's Jackson to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he'll work down to inside the 45. From the 44-yard line, here's a second and 8.
At the Steelers' 44-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a Brooklyn first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Got an open man. It's Pickens. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Now a first carry for the fullback. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On the option right is Jackson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure and unbridled joy after that one.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
Gabriel Davis. A gain of 10 yards.
To throw is Fields. Caught left side. Here's Dell. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
Little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignments, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This will work quite well on that play.
Fields now to throw. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of 13.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of a yard. That's another Steelers first down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nnamdi Madubuike has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for takedown.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Steelers 10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Black Knights offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play. Play action. Now Jackson. This is the tight end, Njoku. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now. It's Brooklyn in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now it's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 6.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
13 yards on the play. That's another
First down carry for Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Jackson finds Pickens out right. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
To throw is Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. He's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
The visitors' offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Now Fields. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Warren.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Fields. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Complete to Tony Pollard.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Steelers.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Now able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Fields. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's Fields. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
They snap it to Fields. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's another Steelers first down. A 5-yard gain on the play.
Fields.
And the Steelers first down.
Quick throw there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Intended for Calvin Austin. Incomplete.
Now Fields going to keep it running left. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. A little do-it-yourself run right there. And a nice game.
Now, I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there.
Not one that I've ever met.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Throwing is Jackson. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Inside handoff, Henry. Fighting through it, he's got space. Touchdown! Derrick Henry, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Black Knights have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one, a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Steelers 5 plays there on that drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The visitors' offense and their running back Jaylen Warren headed back onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Back to throw, Fields. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
A loss of 4 yards.
From the gun, here's Fields. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
3 plays and out.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Jackson to throw. They set up the screen from Henry. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 3rd down and 1. Jackson now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, you can see and feel the disappointment on that one because you saw some guys on the sidelines jumping up going, oh, no. Looked like they had that one set up well on third down, but you got to give yourself time to get rid of the football.
And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now it's Fields. And that is caught. It's Davis. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he finds Austin complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again is Fields. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Fields, such an athletic quarterback, gets him the first.
That's another Steelers first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and
Completion
7.
was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw is Fields. Throw out wide is incomplete.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there.
Our look around the league starts now with a matchup of contrasting styles. Okay, Brandon, thank you. It is week 17. Playoff spots on the line, seeding on the line, coaching jobs may be on the line. Let's dive in. And this is Ashton Jeanty. He'll take it from his own 1-yard line, just trying to get some breathing room here. And look out! Are you kidding me? He's gone! Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins. They're hosting the Green Bay Packers. And here's the Packer wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. With that, let's give you a look here at the current playoff picture. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So now out comes this offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. Now Fields going to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
A gain of 19 yards.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Second and 7.
Fields now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
It's a gain of 11.
A shotgun snap. Fields completes Austin here over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
On the give, it's Warren. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the Steelers
looking to throw. Fields. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Roquan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold her. Let's get the ball back for us.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Henry up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Jackson. That's caught downfield by Pickens. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure someone on the short side of things not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Jackson completes this one to Pickens. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is shoving onto the field as they'll go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
The quarterback will keep it himself. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of the defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And up Brooklyn.
They go play action with Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Jackson's pass.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Jackson will throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. 13 yards, the tally on the return. Offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Maybe reward on the other defense. offense. We'll see.
So
from the 37, here's second down and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
A play fake now, Fields to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's Fields. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he will have a Steelers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Fields. That is caught by Dell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll go and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker, who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do is trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him an opportunity.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
We're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So from the 26-yard line, here's second and 5. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
DJ Reader.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. And this offense on third down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down the left sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That's caught. Touchdown. George Pickens with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Black Knights have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Luke now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
makes the score.
That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab.
To kick off.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Here's Fields. Connects with Kittle underneath. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for us Steelers.
From the gun, here's Fields. Again with a big tight end, George Kittle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. A handoff for Warren. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now Fields. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. And up Brooklyn. 1st down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43.
That's good for a Brooklyn 1st down. 1st and 10.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From the gun, Jackson. Right back to Njoku. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Steelers' 31-yard line.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
A 2-yard pickup.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That went into the hands of Flowers. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of it.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now run the Warren. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot it at the 44.
A gain of 9 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Heck of a move. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Here's 1st down. So nice run there, but negated by the illegal block in the back.
Yeah, on that type of a play as a receiver, you just want to kind of hold your guy up on the outside, do a little stop blocking with him. But this time, got a little too aggressive, and out came the flag.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's another Steelers 1st down. A gain of 27 on the play, and a Steeler 1st down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
All eyes on Fields. Here's a screen now for Pollard. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Another try from the 19, 2nd and 10. Now Fields. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
A gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Fields. That is caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Boswell for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That will tie the game.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
At the 40-yard line.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Brooklyn, they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.